country Mexico is happening to a lot of these small cities when Walmart comes in. Everything's so cheap that everybody goes to that to Walmart, and nobody's going to little mom and pop stores. You see, now picture that on a higher scale, a whole country. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to Mexico, man. That's right. Which is going to go into. Let me read that again because I was kind of chopping it up. I want them to understand what I'm saying. NAFTA has cut a path of destruction through Mexico. Since the agreement went into force in 1994, the country's annual per capita growth flatlined to an average of just 1.2%, one of the lowest in the hemisphere. Its real wage has declined and unemployment is up as heavily subsidized U.S. corn and other staples pour into Mexico. Producers' prices dropped and small farmers found themselves unable to make a living. You see?
Oh man, this goes perfect. Yeah.
Some 2 million have been forced to leave their farms since NAFTA. What was people doing in Mexico before NAFTA? They was farming.
Agriculture.
It was agriculturally based, bro. But when they came in, what happened? People had to leave. Where they going to? They come over here. You know what I'm saying? Now people want to say that, oh, the Democrats, they accept Mexicans. But guess what? The Democrats destroyed Mexico. Because who signed this? Bill Clinton. He's the one who signed the NAFTA agreement, man.
Hey, which shows to the tribe, you Issacharites, man, you shouldn't be taking part in this process, especially, man, hearing this information. And that's the spirit when it comes to Issachar. In the prophecy, it said Issachar, he will be between two burdens. Yeah. So meaning they put in that hell when Bill Clinton signed that NAFTA agreement to basically mess up your economy and your way of living to where you're forced out of Mexico to have to come to America. And now today's time, you here in America and you got Trump on the other end, he's trying to push y'all back down. So y'all trapped between two birds and y'all don't understand that this is the Most High that's causing this, man. Because you don't trust in the Most High. Go ahead. Is it more to your article, brother?
You know what? On the cool.
That was a great point, though.
I want to jump down right quick. It's going. Actually, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this last paragraph, and then I'm gonna hand it off. Let me see. As a heavy subsidized U.S. corn and other staples poured into Mexico, producers' prices dropped, and small farmers found themselves unable to make a living. Some 2 million have been forced to leave their farms since NAFTA. At the same time, consumer food prices rose, notably the cost of the present tortillas, because it's made out of corn. Mm-hmm. As a result, so the cost of living went up. As a result, 20 million Mexicans live in food poverty. That's what they're leaving, man, because food is too expensive over there. They can't afford it, and they're not making enough wages, man. So it says, as a result, 20 million Mexicans live in food poverty. 25% of the population does not have access to basic food, and 1/5 of Mexican children suffer from malnutrition. Transnational industrial corrodants. I'm saying that it's like I'm saying it wrong. Corridors. Let me see. Corridors. Thank you, brother. Corridors. That was tearing me up.
Yeah,
corridors in rural areas have contaminated rivers and sickened the population, and typically women bear the heaviest impact. So they over there getting fucked off.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's the 90s we talking about right there.
What about now?
Bro, no.
But that agreement is still in place, though. That's the point. Even though it was signed at that time, that's an active agreement that's still in place that was initiated by Bill Clinton. So Issachar and just the nation of Israel in general, you gonna trust people like this over your livelihood and stake, man? Go ahead, out.
Bruh, that was the 90s. I'm gonna read an article, man. Before I read that, I just gotta read this on Jake, man, because y'all understand they killing us. They're literally killing us. They don't care. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. Right. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
That's right.
Now, through all this politics and stuff y'all see going on, yeah, they steered y'all away from Trump or whatever because of the nonsense, because the man's rich and the deals he making with churches and everything, but y'all still not even paying attention to what the damn Clintons are doing too. You want to be technical, they worse than him.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying deal with him because I don't care about no politics. I'm not voting.
Exactly.
But I want to read a documentary to you. This is real quick. It's called The Harvest of Shame. This is done back in the 1960s, showing you what they were doing to our people, man, down there in Florida.
God.
This was a documentary done by John JFK. It says, this scene is not taking place in the Congo, Johannesburg, or Cape Town. It is not Nyasaland or Nigeria. This is Florida. This is back in the 1960s. Now it's showing you how much these people were literally suffering down there back in the 60s. And then they did an updated documentary on it. I'll find it. I think it was like 2012. Showing y'all people are still getting screwed over down there in Florida today. Migrants and stuff like that in Northern Kingdom. It says here, Jerome, a 9-year-old, is taking care of his 3 infant sisters while his mother's at work. The family sleeps on a bed with a hole in it because of rats, as Jerome says. The mother cannot afford daycare, which costs 85 cents per day. After working from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., she has only made $1. Now, I'm still trying to, like, what is it that our people don't understand, man? Y'all still in slavery.
That's right.
That was the 60s. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't slavery.
Yeah.
And what make you think these people gonna change, whether it be Hillary Clinton on one end, that you perceive as a different hand, or Donald Trump, man? They all about your destruction.
That's
Nation
right.
of Israel. That's the point we're going into. And we're just expounding light on the Clintons' track record because people don't think that the Clintons had any grievousness or wickedness going on during the time that they was in office, man. It's the same crap, man. And especially for the nation of Israel, like you see him in Mexico, man. But I wanted to get this scripture real quick, and then any other scriptures in the Bible.
I got some scriptures.
This is gonna be it for me. Yeah, start at 4.
Psalm chapter 10, verse 4.
Yeah.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
That's right. So we know that off the top, man. The wicked being the Edomites, the so-called white people, which those are the 2 candidates, man. It ain't no Jake running for office. And so what if a Jake was running for office, man? We're in the empire that we was brought into captivity under. So it don't matter either way, man. We want the kingdom of heaven to be established. So knowing that people are in power who don't seek after the Most High, why are you trusting in these people? For your livelihood, go ahead.
The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
That's right, and we was going into them contracts and them deals and this legislation that these people pass, man. It's all grievous, especially to the nation of Israel. Hell, it's grievous to a lot of their own people. Because the elites, man, they only want a remnant, I'm going to use that word for lack of word, concerning them, to remain, concerning their new world order, man. They want to get rid of the so-called useless eaters. So a lot of so-called white people in these other nations are going to have to go too, but they really set on tearing down the nation of Israel. You jakes, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
And this is the spirit of the wicked, the so-called white man. So him doing that and basically having a spirit that he ain't gonna be moved, anybody that's in his way, he gonna have to move out the way. And he does it now. It's finna start becoming more physical and directly, but right now it's through contracts, through policy. And our people, they fail to realize it, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican. Policies are being made for your downfall. Go ahead.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, which our people love to hear. Like we just read earlier, our people want to hear smooth things, man. They make lies their refuge. So believe, you shouldn't even be really taking heed to anything that these people saying in these speeches, man. Not treating it as it's anything but vanity. To get a good laugh, that's all I did out of it. Go ahead.
Verse 8, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
That's right, and that's what these people start with, the elites, because they are the ones who put these puppets in action to make these lies towards our people, to present these false arguments that have no value for our people as far as solutions for their ills, man. And have it set in our people's mind, okay, I don't want to deal with Trump, so I really don't like Hillary either, but you know, at least she gonna do this. People, they got basically silver linings for her. They'll try to find some pros to back her up.
Yeah, it's crazy how much our people really trust in that, man.
Yeah.
You could actually talk to somebody, tell them, look, they playing both sides doing the same thing, and they'll agree with you. But they still give facts to you about the part of that they believe in, man. So you just contradicting yourself, man.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly, brother. Because the whole overall point that we making is what. Okay, if you try to point out something good, okay, she's with women's rights or whatever the case may be, or she's with the woman has the right to choose over abortion. All these hot topic issues is really just to protect you in your wickedness, man, because you don't want to trust in the Lord. That's another reason our people trust in these candidates too, because they want this cesspool to continue on, man. They don't want a righteous kingdom to be established.
It allows them to please their flesh and every desire for themselves, man.
Go ahead. Let me see how far I want you to go down. You could probably just go all the way to 10.
Okay. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
And what's a net used for? A trap. That's everything that these people are doing, whether it's Democratic or Republican side of this hegemon system that's ruled by Satan, man. It's all set up to trap our people, man. To trap you in your mind. Basically, to trap you away from following the Most High. See, that's when we're in trouble. That's why we always really be in the spirit right now, man, to emphasize repenting, man. Coming back to the Most High, man. That's the only solution. Go ahead.
Verse 10. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
That's right. He croucheth, and that's what they do in these damn speeches. They pander. We gonna do this, kissing black babies, holding black babies.
Yeah.
But then on the back end, they got military presences going into different lands.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be Haiti, whether it be Mexico, basically using the military to enforce the grievous laws and contracts that they make out, man.
That's right. And that's a topic within itself, man. What the Democrats and the Republicans have done.
That's right,
in
brother.
the dealing with these other countries, man. Dealing with NATO, man. You know, the brother had a beautiful point he brought out in about what was that? The Bill Clinton. He brought it out about it. It starts with a K.
Oh, Kosovo.
Kosovo.
Yeah. You can bring out a little facts on that.
Because that goes to perfect what you were saying earlier, man. Because during that time, a genocide happened. That the NATO was a part of, man. That was pushing, man. That America was pushing, man. You know?
So it wasn't a time of peace during the time where you had a Clinton in office, man. They was bumming people to hell, man. Unjustly. You know? Did you want to bring something out regarding that, or did y'all have any other precepts?
Hey, look, I'm telling you, I got more precepts because now I'm just ready to go, and I'm going to go with the spirit on this too, man. Because y'all got, at the end of the day, man, these devils is ready to kill us. There's no getting around this. I'm going to start off with Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Mm-hmm. Why do y'all even want to listen to the nonsense that goes on when they're constantly showing you, hey, WikiLeaks done got all these emails that Hillary supposedly deleted, and they're telling you their plans for war. They're telling you their plans for murdering a lot of you people. They're telling you the plans for not helping you at all, for you to progress. What is it that y'all don't understand? But then they tell you, oh, well, now y'all can't believe in the WikiLeaks. It just goes to show you how messed up our people are, man.
Yep.
I wasn't even done reading that Harvest of Shame because that was just, reading that thing about NAFTA, that was the 90s. Now they ended up doing an update version of the Harvest of Shame, but I'm going to take it back to the 60s because it's going to show you that in the 21st century, it's still the same. And that Walmart and all that stuff is part of that circle. It tells you here in an article, let's see, it says, the people travel on buses for thousands of miles. This is continuing on with the Harvest of Shame back during the 1960s. And if you hear anything similar to that in the NAFTA,